Methods of testing the effectiveness of information security controls. Conduct periodic vulnerability reviews. You're still going to have your vulnerabilities. Whether or not they're exploitable is the key thing. Find your vulnerabilities, see if they're exploitable. If you have exploits, your controls aren't working. If they're keeping those vulnerabilities from being exploited, fantastic, they work. That's what they're supposed to do. Conduct and track risk assessments. 3 years ago, here's your risk assessment. Here's your vulnerabilities, here's your risks, and here's what you did to mitigate. You were at this level of risk. 2 years ago, same thing, level of risk went from here to here. Oh, that's good. Last year, did the same thing, level of risk went from here, stayed about the same. This year, you do a new one. Level of risk went from here to here. It went up. Going up is usually not a good thing. However, what's our acceptable level? If it's here, we just went from here to here, minor increase, not a big deal. There's new threats. There may not be ways to deal with them yet. They may not be known. Yes, you have an increase in risk. Maybe you should be mitigating, but sometimes it's not necessary. Conduct pen testing. This is where the good guy acts like the bad guy. Yeehaw, we're going in and we're going to do harm. Except you don't really do harm, you just go to the point of doing harm. You see if you can breach security. You see if you can get through their network defenses. You see if the people are a bunch of drooling morons that'll tell you anything you want even though you're not authorized. You'll see if they'll disclose their password. You see if they lock doors and you can just wander into areas you're not supposed to. Pen testing's a lot of fun. And you're actually validating whether or not a threat can exploit a vulnerability. Remember, you may have vulnerabilities, but if you can't exploit them, they don't matter. If they can be exploited and pen testing validates whether or not those threats can exploit vulnerabilities, then you have a real problem. You need to be putting in controls. You need to be safeguarding your data, safeguarding your systems, putting in countermeasures to limit those dangers. Pen testing gives you a good place to begin.